Kathy Chilver from Expert Claims Consultants, Inc., one of the owners. Been in this business for about 20 years. It was from a telemarketer that called. They happened to call while we were looking for other systems, so it was like perfect timing for that. It took quite a few months for us to look at different products, and we looked at 15 of them. The doctors didn't want to look at them at all. They just let the staff, the billing staff, which I was the administrator there, and we just went online, brought people back more than once. I think ADS probably came back at least 3 times, if not more. After we got the 15, we got it down to 2. Did the pros and cons of what we liked about each one of them, and there were 2 at the end. The fact that advanced data goes direct to Medicare, direct to Medicaid, direct to Blue Cross Blue Shield. The fact that you can change your screens around. That was probably one of the biggest things, that you can change your screens around so you don't have to tab through everything. And the third reason was the ledger and how easy it was to use it. Time-wise, first of all, because normally in most of the software companies, or the software that you have to tab through tons and tons of different fields that you don't need to do that to. Here you put your screen, you put them all at the beginning, and for your charge screen, the charge entry is easy. I mean, and you set up your screen per location, per doctor. You don't have to keep entering all that again. Right there, the ledger itself. Most software systems have one place where you put all the notes, and it's not attached to any data service. And so when you're trying to do collections, you're reading these notes. Okay, which data service are we talking about? With their notes, you attach it right to the data service. When it gets paid, that note's gone, and you don't have to deal with it again. As far as the long-term goals of the software, definitely has decreased the amount of time we spend on collections, because the way the reports can be run, you run the reports and you can focus on the money that's truly outstanding, and the most outstanding, just because of the way the reports can be set up and run right there in itself. And just again, going back to the ledger, you can look in there, and our doctors can look in there and see if we've worked on something, you know. Just that in itself. Data entry again, same thing. Data entry is so much faster with the macros and the way the screens can be set up, more so than any other software company that we've seen or worked with, and we've worked with quite a few. The encounter form, you can do it yourself. You can change it yourself. You can change all your columns around on it without going to the software company and them charging you an additional fee. You can do it all by yourself, and it's easy to do. Yes, I would recommend it. After working on, not only seeing that many, but working on, as a billing company, we work on other systems. And we've seen the complications that happen to those other systems. A lot of the complications that come from the other systems has to do with sending claims. And if you don't have this little thing set up right, the claims don't go. I mean, that just isn't the case here. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons that I would, you know, other than the screens and the ledger card, everything I've said already, is really that. ADS puts things in place that are defaulted. Maybe that's a good way to put it. That are defaulted in the system. So for each claim that goes, you don't have to reset that up, and that's not true of other systems.